Multisensory packaging, evoking emotions through the senses, knowing how to exploit all five senses becomes a critical factor in distinguishing one's brand or product in a world where sight is the most stimulated sense. The use of multisensory packaging can prove crucial in creating a consumer experience that genuinely involves the consumer to the point of influencing their purchasing choices. We interact with the world around us through our senses, and consumer products are no exception. In this context, packaging can be seen as a multisensory tool capable of creating this experience, as it represents the point of contact through which the consumer interacts with the product and the brand. Many brands and packaging designers, too, emotionally involving the consumer, are increasingly oriented to experiment, leveraging on different sensory stimuli. Scents, sounds, tastes, colors, shapes, tactile effects become helpful elements to be exploited to capture the consumer's attention to make your product and brand remember. What is the multisensory packaging? These are packaging that try to stimulate multiple senses simultaneously to hit the consumer, invite him to make an approach with it, and participate no longer exclusively through a detached observation of the product. The packaging is the first point of contact with which the consumer can directly influence his senses. Through specific characteristics, they can impress themselves on its sensorial memory. If well exploited, the senses help excite the user by creating a sort of bond with him, which is fundamental since it is well known that most purchases take place on an emotional and non-rational basis. The more the consumer is involved, the more he will remain in some way linked to the experience lived with the product and therefore with the brand. If sight and touch are already widely exploited in packaging, hearing, smell and taste represent the future of multisensory packaging. The sense of sight is first struck when the user is faced with the packaging. The packaging attracts the consumer's attention through attractive and captivating shapes and colors and leads him to grab the product rather than the other. At this point, touch comes into play, and in this case, the material used and the processes chosen play a crucial role. Even the opening of the package itself can turn into an experience for the user, becoming a gesture very often able to win over consumers. At this stage, we must not forget the importance of the sound emitted by the product when it is opened, discarded or poured, because it too participates in the sensory experience provided by the multisensory packaging. Historically, this sense has not been considered essential for interacting with a product's packaging, but numerous researches show that sound makes a significant difference. It represents a way to differentiate yourself in a market so competitive and full of visual stimuli. If your product gives more sound satisfaction in opening it than another, it will have more reasons to be purchased. The volume and tone of opening sound of the packaging can change the experience and perception of product quality. For this reason, several brands are starting to explore more and more alternative solutions to improve the shopping experiences of their products. Scratch and sniff labels. The smell is another powerful and evocative sense because it can awaken memories and emotions through a particular smell. In this context, a new generation of scented inks is spreading. We are talking about the scratch and sniff labels and the type of printing for which the consumer can scratch or rub the paper, the label itself, and then smell it and feel the perfume or smell that it gives off. Scratch and sniff labels are used to inspire consumers to try products. For a brand, it means offering its audience a multisensory and interactive packaging experience, as well as a preview of what is being offered. The scratch and sniff print is created by microscopic perfume capsules developed within a solution that is then applied to the varnish, is diluted with a varnish. This varnish is then printed. When these capsules are rubbed, they break and release the chosen fragrance. So this can be customized. With the addition of these touch-activated technologies, packaging in the food sector can be made alternative and original, and in cosmetics or room fragrances as well. The multisensory packaging, original and creative packaging, is characterized by something extra capable of making it different and unique. In this multisensory and interactive direction, designers express all their creativity. Good multisensory packaging contains as many senses as possible simultaneously. which attracts attention with sight and then convinces with touch, gives satisfaction to the hearing during opening, and concludes with a small surprise for the sense of smell. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you want more videos about design and packaging, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. I'm Stefano, and as always, love you all. Ciao!